Kid from Jersey makes it big in the NBA. One of the best young players in the NBA is Karl-Anthony Towns.
That's right.
And he joins us right now on the show. And, you know, just to put you at a little bit of a distance, Don, Carl is a big Yankee fan.
Okay, I figured he's from Jersey. That's usually where a lot of Yankee fans come from.
Well, you're from Jersey, and you're a Met fan.
But I do admit that I'm odd. I was surrounded by Yankee fans my entire life. That's why I hated him so much.
Carl, what do you think about Aaron Judge?
He's amazing. Wow. He came on the spotlight and did amazing. And, yes, I'm a Yankee fan. I was born and raised a Yankee fan. My father's a Yankee fan. And my grandmother, Dominican, has a little television on the kitchen table watching every Yankee game.
Very cool. Well, I'll broadcast directly to her from now on.
You should at least give her a shout-out.
I'll give her a shout-out. What's her name? I'll just say Karl-Anthony Towns' grandma.
Just say abuela.
You don't want to say it's too long. Yes, abuela.
Abuela.
Abuela's safe. All right.
All right, so what'd you think of the finals, Carl?
I think it was amazing. I think just to see, Golden State perform at such a level, it was it's just great to watch, to see how far talent-wise the NBA has come. And, but, I think that, everything LeBron could have done, Golden State was just too strong this year, and they played too well at the right time.
When you watch a game like that or watch a series like that, do you watch it as a fan or do you dissect it to try to learn and get better as a player?
I think you enjoy it as a fan, but you dissect as a competitor. And I did it both watching the games, I enjoyed the games as a fan, enjoying that it's NBA Finals. This is the two best teams in the world right now playing against each other. But also you dissect. You look at the little things, the scouting reports you went over going against Cleveland, the scouting report against Golden State. And, you think about all those things you've done, what were successful for your team, and you look and say, wow, I wish they would have did this. I think this would have worked better or this or that. And, you're just dissecting it as a competitor.
Now, Karl-Anthony, do you agree with what Paul Pierce said on the pregame show and the postgame show on ESPN that Durant has now passed LeBron as the best player in the NBA?
I mean, you got to have respect for both. You're talking about possibly two of the best players in the world right now. So it's just hard. I think that's all up to opinion about who you're talking about. I mean, you're talking about a guy now, multiple scoring titles, and now a championship in his belt. And you're talking about another guy who has multiple championships and MVPs. And, I think they're both, at the end of the day, we can't argue that they're both two of the best players in our generation.
You know what? You're going to be a politician one day.
Very good.
You did not put yourself out there. Do you see what Durant did? I mean, obviously, you're an outstanding player, and they're building something in Minnesota. But when you have an opportunity to be free and become a free agent, go wherever you want, could you see yourself leaving to go to a situation where you have a better chance to win a title?
I don't know about that. First of all, I got 2 great years that I can't wait to see what I could do with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then, right now, I don't know what the situation is. I can't even think that far. I think for me, I worry about what I could take care of right now, which is make sure every single day I come into the gym, I'm giving everything I have to the Minnesota Timberwolves organization. And why leave somewhere if I could bring a ring to Minnesota? So that's how I see the situation is right now for me, and that's how I want to accomplish it.
How much better are you now than you were when you first came in the league?
I think night and day. I think, I think for me it's just the game slowed down and I become much smarter. I remember I was telling my brother, who was my best friend, I was telling him, when I first came in the league, tip-off happened. It's 12 minutes in a quarter. Tip-off happened. I blinked. It's 6 minutes left in the quarter. I'm like, where did 6 minutes go? And now I come into my second season. Tip-off happens. I blink. There's 11 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the game. So the game has just slowed down tremendously. So, I think that for me, I just became so much smarter player. I understood more what I'm doing now on the court. And understand, the little tips and tricks, that veterans have been teaching me. I understand how to implement them into my game, and I think that's what's taking me to the next level. And now I have an off-season now to take myself to another level.
We're talking with Karl-Anthony Towns of the Timberwolves, talking about the NBA Finals, and he's also involved with a video game, which we'll get to in a moment. Let's get something on the back page of the Post in the News right now, Karl-Anthony. Are you better than Porzingis? Let's go. Let's make some news.
Yeah, let's get some news.
I mean, came
like
out
that.
of the same draft class. Let's go. Are you better?
Welcome to New York media.
There you go. We're different in Minnesota. This is not the Star Tribune.
Listen, I have nothing but respect for Kristaps, and it's funny, I was just talking to him 2 days ago, I believe. No, yesterday. So he's a good friend of mine, and I'll tell you right now, I think no matter what, I wish that we both have careers that we're watching and witnessing right now with Kevin Durant and also with LeBron James.